to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Give to the running back. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Going to try to get it himself. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above.
Intercepted, and the first drive in for the pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down. On the run, still looking. That's a fly. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Are you kidding me? I mean, it's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing. Scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's caught.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. We'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Hokies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. The Hokies will try to move the sticks on fourth down. The option look. Leaves it with the running back. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the first down, new set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. And they did just that.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go to the draw. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Steps away. He's going to take off. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure. He knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to swing it on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
This time it's complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Handoff from the gun.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hokies.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be changing the route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
So now it's 2nd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Fights off a defender. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Finds a man on the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Quickly complete. On the move at the 30. Lots of room to run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off play action on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Hokies headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Slings it downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying play action. Buys a little time. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The inside handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Going to the run to start this second half. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, and they almost had another one. And this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The hand to the running back. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Quick release on the RPO. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Right on the money. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the 1st down. This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Rides the back and leaves it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
It's a draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky, that wasn't a turnover.
Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Second down, he'll throw it. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brooks.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll go to the ground. And he finds no running room at all, and the 3rd quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the 4th. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. He's going to run it. Quarterback's got the first. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The give. Breaks into the open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll move the tight end. Hand off from the shotgun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, and at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 12 to New Mexico State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's second and long.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it on the left. Here he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we...
Deep shot for the end zone. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Running back searching for a hole. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Paul? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you string together positive